for today's non-conference matchup featuring the Linn-Mar Lions taking on your Centennial Jaguars. The administration, staff, and students of Centennial High School supports our State Activities Association in making good sportsmanship a priority. Negative comments and acts directed towards players, coaches, fans, or officials do nothing positive in the development of these young people as future citizens. The Lions are coached by head coach Maddie Colbert, assistant coaches Shannon Jones, Megan Pasirek, and Grace McCarty. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Lions. Leading off at shortstop, number 7, Ainsley Johnson. Batting second at first base, number 9, Brenna Gander. Batting third in center field, number 5, Hayden Coatney. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 17, Annie Cassidy. Batting fifth at second base, number 2, McKinley Sweets. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 8, Brooklyn Davis. Batting seventh in right field, number 6, Reagan Borchers. Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 3, Julian Slay. Batting ninth, the catcher, number 13, Addie Peters. And the flex player, left fielder, number 12, Reese Cubbage. Jags are led by head coach Brett Delaney, assistant coaches Ashley Allen, Tori Bennett, and Sammy Miller. And now, Jags fans, get up, get loud, it's time! Starting lineup for the Jags. Leading off, the right fielder, number 17, Corey Lincecum. Batting second at second, number 22, Ava Faber. Batting third at third, number 25, Jordan Kennedy. Batting cleanup in center field, number 11, Maddie Ott. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 12, Miley Hatfield. Batting sixth, at first base, number 26, Delaney Weibel. Batting seventh, behind the dish, number 1, Emmy Ott. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 16, Addie Frederick. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 9, Cammie Starr. And your flex player in the circle for the Jags, number 2, Peyton Spiegel. When our games begin, our umpires in charge are Jerry Bohe and Brian Scrimminger. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps for our national anthem.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny, Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to softball here on Centennial Digital, here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks. Andy Pollack and Kevin Fisher with you as Linn-Mar is in town, set to take on the number 2 ranked Centennial Jaguars. And what we've got this morning, Fish, is everybody is waiting right now because we've got rain ready to roll, and I think once it hits, it's not going to stop for a while.
Yeah, I think everybody's eager to get out there and play. It's been a beautiful morning, actually, but the weather, it is definitely in the forecast.
Jags home late last night after a doubleheader sweep up in Cedar Falls, and report back this morning. They got in about 11:45 last night. We're back here about 8:30, 9 o'clock, ready to roll this morning. Linn-Mar left about 6:30, 6:45 from over there on the eastern part of the state. So these girls, though, they've been used to it. Back in the club days, this is what you did.
This is what you did. You just, you went where you needed to go and what time you needed to go, and you just showed up ready to play as much as you could.
So we'll get set to go here. Peyton Spiegel in the circle, fresh off her 4-hit, 1-run outing last night at Cedar Falls. Spiegel, the sophomore, 4-0 on the season with a .7 earned run average. And my Butler County math tells me you win a lot of games giving up less than 1 run a game.
You definitely do. It's just great to have her, that type of depth, sitting in your dugout waiting to go, behind Sanholm when she's not out there pitching or whoever else is out there. And she's done an excellent job pitching a lot of those number 2 games we've seen a lot of times this year.
Well, and she's one of those right now where, like you said, waiting in the wings, but what a luxury for Coach Brett Delaney to have 4 pitchers that he can go to at any moment. 3 of them have committed D1 with Miley Hatfield and Corey Linscomb. And as you mentioned, Lauren Sanholm as well, as that first pitch from Spiegel misses low and away. The batter's Ainsley Johnson, the lefty here for Linn-Mar.
Johnson batting .531 on the season so far, so she's off to a hot start.
Well, Linn-Mar is the number 9 team in the state, so the Saturday morning game where you've got to have everybody locked in and ready to go. And both these teams, again, coming off short nights, but may not see the best of them, but we're going to see everything they've got at this stage in the season. As that pitch misses upstairs from Spiegel. Spiegel, a year ago, really made herself known, was really the pitcher that got the Jags to state as a freshman.
Yeah, she's done some wonderful things. We've seen that last year and, again, continuing into this season. And it's like you say, it's nice to have that youth and knowing that she's going to have a couple more years coming ahead of her for the Jaguars.
Brings a lot of energy to the circle. Around the infield for the Jags, Jordan Kennedy at third, Cam Starr at short, Ava Faber at second, Delaney Weibel at first. Emmy Ott is catching, and there's a punch out on the outside corner. A little bit of an off-speed coming there from Spiegel.
Great outside corner pitch on that count. Just got the corner, painted that corner, and got the call from behind the plate. So great start there by Spiegel.
Brenna Gander steps up next. She's the first baseman for head coach Maddie Colbert. Got started early today, as we mentioned. There's some rain coming in. Our Game Day Men's Health Game Day forecast right now calls for some showers building up here very soon. And as we look out there right now, there's a shot to center field, and Maddie Ott calls everybody off and makes the plays that she has made routinely for the last 4 years. A lot of times we hear about her bat, but she has really shown her defensive prowess this year.
Yeah, I was going to say the other side of the defensive side is what has really stood out this year. We've seen some ESPN-type plays out there in center field by Maddie, and we've come to expect that now over the last several years.
We are in the mid-60s right now with a little bit of a breeze blowing out to left field. It's not going to knock any balls down. Might carry a little bit if we get anything out to that Delaney Cove. But 2 outs now for the Jaguars as Hayden Coatney steps up to the plate for the Lions. And Spiegel has worked ahead on the number 9 Lions very effectively so far. 0-2 pitch coming up, and this is where Spiegel can dip into her arsenal. We saw her use the outside corner earlier. time tries that. I don't know if you call it a rise ball or just a high strike.
Kind of a high strike, and I think she's trying to get a little bit of movement, upward movement on it. Have to maybe watch her a few more times here, but that's what it appears to be.
Goes to that same spot again. Emmy Ott catching today. Emmy has had a couple home runs already, varsity-wise, for the Jags this year. We've seen her as the Game 2 starter, but this week also getting some reps in Game 1s. And Spiegel gets her first strikeout. 13 for Spiegel last night. She gets one here in the top of the first for the Jaguars. Now we'll come up to bat with the Jaguars right after this on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Good look in the circle there at the Linn-Mar infield. Jillian Slay, the pitcher, the ace for the Lions, 4-2 on the season with a 2.31 earned run average around the infield. Cassidy at third, Johnson, Short, Sweet at second, Gander at first, and there's our lightning detectors going off over at the sports complex, so I think we can get it a little bit closer here. Stay south, Storm, stay south as Corey Linscomb batting .562 on the year, 7 home runs for the Jags. A future Drake Bulldog is always been known for her bat, and she continues to do that here in her senior year.
Yeah, she's just, a little bit of rotation switch on the lineup there. We saw back at the beginning of the year, and it's worked out really well with the Jaguars right now.
She has got a compact swing that absolutely, it's a textbook acceleration through the zone when you see what she does, and gets around on a lot of pitches. And Corey's not a big gal, and she gets everything into every swing.
She maximizes what she has there.
Outside corner pitch there from Slay, a little bit of an off speed, and see what she's got right now as she goes after the punch out on the 1-2 to Linscomb. Slay, the sophomore, pitch just a little bit upstairs, and I like that location a lot from Slay.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there by Slay. That's one of those marginal ones. Sometimes you might see that actually called.
As we await the 2-2. Little off-speed pitch popped up into that Bermuda Triangle of right field, and coming over to make the play from second. Nice play from Sweet.
Way to get back there by the second baseman.
How about the Sweets?
Sweet covered a lot of ground over there as she called everybody off, and Borchers had a long way to go. She might have been able to make that play from right field, but
yeah, that's a long haul on that short one like that, and it's kind of spinning, tailing away.
Sweet, a sophomore as well. This is a young Urbandale squad as Ava Faber. She's not in Urbandale, Linn-Mar, yeah.
Yep.
Seeing messages about weather in Urbandale right now as I get my wires crossed. As Faber steps up to the plate. She had an interesting start to the year. I think her first 11 times up to the plate, she got to first and did it without a hit. In a lot of different ways that she got to first base.
That is an unusual stat.
Faber batting .333. Big infield for Faber, and that pitch misses outside. And just like that, it's 3-0. And I'm not sure what it is about pitchers trying to pitch around Ava Faber, but they seem to do it.
Faber draws the four-pitch
Four-pitch walk, her 8th of the season. She's reached on error several times. Fielder's choices, just every single way possible. Not all that figures into your on-base percentage either. But
not exactly what the opposing pitcher wants to do when they know what's coming up behind that.
Yeah, Jordan Kennedy stepping up to the plate. And Kennedy, interesting to talk about her a little bit because obviously she's batting .487 right now with 7 home runs on the year, and she's behind her pace from a year ago.
Yes. She's trailing some teammates with home runs too.
0-2. Yeah, the Jags leading all classes right now with 35 home runs, averaging almost 2.5 home runs per game. That's Kennedy goes after that one, and again, just so much strength behind these swings from Jordan Kennedy with Ava Faber over on first.
Yeah, I saw that 37 home runs on the season for the
Jags
on the Jaguars, and then they've got 7 girls that have more than 1, which is just incredible on a 9-person roster.
Kennedy pops that one up as it drifts out of play and off the top of the roof of the dugout. Good opportunity to talk about big roofing. You get any dents from hail or wind damage or just need a new roof in general, call Steve over at Big Roofing. He's been following baseball and softball in this town for a long time. Here's the 0-2 to Kennedy. It gets away, and Faber will take second with no throw, and ball still rolling around back here.
Faber takes second on the wild pitch.
That pitch got away, and they're going after that high pitch, trying to induce a swing from Kennedy, and there's the lightning, and that may...
Got a sensor.
Yep, and that's going to go off. So we're going to pull our equipment indoors here for now and run some commercials, and we'll try to give you an update of what's going to go on. And sounds like we may be off for quite a while. But we'll let you know here shortly when we come back on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Back here at Ankeny Centennial Softball Stadium, where we have just begun a weather delay. As some weather begins to roll in, we will keep you updated on what's going on the rest of the day. 0-0, though, in the bottom of the first inning. We just got started, and now we're in a delay. The tarps are out, and we'll take a break right now. We'll be back to try to let you know when the game will get started again, or if we get started again here on a blustery Saturday morning here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks. And just like that, after a 53-minute weather delay, we were getting ready to go again after a little storm blew through, and we will likely only cover this first game today right now after the delay, as we got things to get to the rest of the day. But just to kind of give you an idea of where we pick things up right now, Ava Faber just got to second on a wild pitch. Jordan Kennedy up to the plate right now, and she has got a 1-2 count. So the approach now when you're stepping up after a 53-minute delay, equal parts, probably an advantage here for Jillian Slay and for Jordan Kennedy right now. Jillian Slay in the circle. You've got an advantage right now, though, on a 1-2 count, big time.
Yeah, you got a batter that hasn't been standing there for a while, and if the pitcher's warmed up, might have a little bit of a slight house advantage there.
So Kennedy steps up right now, the future Minnesota Golden Gopher, with a big infield for Kennedy right now. First base, third base, Gander and Cassidy both playing well beyond the base. To get our umpires into position, and after a little delay, we're set to go. Now we're just trying to beat the next storm into here now. As Kennedy awaits the call. Pitch has been called for, up and away, and that's where it hits. There's a couple schools of thought with Kennedy. You're not going to induce a swing on Jordan Kennedy that's not in the strike zone, though.
No, she's very patient in the batter's box and is always looking for her pitch.
There's the pitch outside. And just like that, after Kennedy was down 0-2, it is now a full count pitch. And Slay out there trying to keep everything dry. No rain currently falling. Here's a full count pitch to Kennedy. And that misses away. So after Kennedy was down 0-2 in the count, we bring up Maddie Ott. And this is the part of the order with the Jaguars, the 3-4-5 batters with Kennedy, Ott, and then Miley Hatfield, three of the top home run hitters in the state. They all happen to be back-to-back in the order.
It's the same team. It's just amazing when you see that stat. And Miley leading them all right now, I think with 8, I believe it is.
Yeah, Miley's right up there. She is, I believe, second in the state right now with Ott, I think, is at 6, Kennedy at 7. Mm-hmm. And it's 1-0 right now to Ott, and that's way outside as well. So coming off the rain delay right now, Slay is thrown 5 straight balls, which she had not done yet in this game. Here's the 2-0. And that misses low.
Sometimes stopping and starting, I know as a pitcher, having a daughter that was a pitcher, it's one of those things. Sometimes you get in a groove and then you stop and start for a few minutes and then all of a sudden you lose that groove. It's amazing where it can go sometimes.
Ott gets way under that one, and that's going to go out to short and then called off as Cubbage comes in from left field, and they do get the out on Ott. She got that ball a mile in the air.
In left field for the second out of the inning. Runners at first and second.
And that'll bring up Miley Hatfield.
Coming to the plate. Left fielder number 12, Miley Hatfield.
So Hatfield pops that one up. And there's some trouble there, but then coming in and make the play is Coatney from center. So Slay gets out of the trouble. And we head to the top of the second right after this on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
Jaguar infield getting set to go here to get to the top of the second.
Number 17,
Annie Cassidy steps up to the plate, third baseman. Against Peyton Spiegel. And again, these pitchers coming out of that long delay. You want to initially, you've got a little bit of time, and then you got to figure out how to get loose again.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Like you
And
say,
a little bit of miscommunication with the device right now. They're using that wireless device to signal everything in, and they're going to got to have a backup plan for that.
Yeah.
New one coming out is Emmy Ott and Peyton Spiegel both wearing the wristbands. Or maybe they each got the wrong one on. They just traded, it looked like, out there now. Might have got the wrong ones in off the delay. Let's see. Try to get that figured out. As Ott will have a new one on, it looks like.
It's a little new world stuff here for softball for all of us that haven't seen the sport for 30 years or however long we've been out of high school now.
Yeah, they were giving them plenty of opportunities to protect their signals. And back to action here with Cassidy. Now Spiegel knows what she's throwing. And just misses upstairs, so maybe the little rain delay tightened things up a little bit in the zone.
That was a pretty good spot there and it was in the upper part of the zone, but still looked like it was the upper part of the strike zone.
That one definitely missed upstairs, and it's 2-0. Have to get 5 innings in to count as an official game. And we do have a doubleheader scheduled. We will only be covering the first one today. Here's a swing and a miss as Spiegel likes to go in on the hands with that pitch.
Nice change there, bringing the sight line down on the batter in a totally different spot on the inside.
The 2-1 to Cassidy, and ooh, that pitch is real close.
Yeah, sometimes umpires have to warm up too, right?
Head to a 3-1 count on Cassidy, and that gets away from Spiegel. And Spiegel doesn't walk many, but walks the leadoff batter here in Annie Cassidy.
Runner at first. No outs. Coming to the plate. Second base.
I'll bring up McKinley Sweet, the second baseman. Saw her make a really nice play in that first inning. She'll bunt as Spiegel throws and gets they get the out at second. No, they did not, as Starr wasn't covering. She was expecting the play to go to first, and Spiegel tried to pick off the leadoff runner. And Starr, I'm not so sure her foot didn't get back on the bag in time.
I was going to say, I think personal opinion, I know I'm down here, but she wasn't on the bag initially, like you say, but I think she still beat her to the base with her quick step there after she got the ball.
Well, just like that. Runners on first and second. Linn-Mar pops that one up. A little trouble there, and they get everybody back as Davis popped up the bunt.
Davis pops out to Spiegel for the first out of the inning. Runners remain in first and second.
So Jags beneficiary there, and the thought process behind going after a bunter, you like that pitch high in the zone and try to get exactly that.
That's right. Yeah, if you think the situation is coming, get it up so they get the bat up too far under, and you're kind of stealing out there.
So Reagan Borchers looked like she started to check her swing and then carried it all the way through, and just like that, Spiegel's ahead in the count. She'll bunt again, and looked like maybe a little hit and run started to get rolling there for Linn-Mar, but over at second base, Cassidy realized that ball never got contacted. Here's the 1-1. Bunt again, laid down. Spiegel going to get the out at first right now over to Weibel. So Borkers lays down the sack, and back to Slay, the number 8 batter here, and kind of take the bunt out of the equation at the moment. We'll see.
Yeah.
If she is a lefty, she may just be trying to get on, may slap here. We'll see what happens. And she right off the hands again. Spiegel goes right in on the hands.
That was close to, yeah, but she took the swing at it, but almost could have been a hit batter if she would have checked on the swing.
Kind of defensive swing there as it was coming at her face. And again, Spiegel works ahead in the count 0-1.
Okay.
Not missing by much, but it's just enough outside the coffee can of a zone right now here in the second inning. 1-1 count. Way outside that time.
Yeah, she's all right. She's, like you say, Spiegel's hitting very close to the zone. Just, tighten up just a little bit. You don't have to do a whole lot, and it's amazing how the calls can start to change.
That one's low. Is 3-1 count right now with Addie Peters, the number 9 batter, waiting in the wings. You don't want to lose one of these 8 or 9 hitters right now. Spiegel with the corners in. And that does catch the outside corner.
There we go. Say, don't panic. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's a lot of times pitchers will overcompensate and try to frame it to center, try to get that strike call, and then they give up a hit.
And there's strike 3, but the ball gets away. Ott's just got to throw to first. She chased it down right away and gets the out. So Jags get out of a jam with runners on second and third with an out. So works out fine. We head to the bottom of the second after this scoreless game here on the north side of Ankeny.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Delaney Weibel, good look at her as she'll step up. The future Wartburg Knight will lead off this bottom of the second for the Jaguars. And Weibel batting over 300 this year. And last year got hit 4 quite a bit, but this year showing off some power. She's got 4 home runs, batting over 300, showing that she can get it done with her bat as well.
Yeah, she's just doing a great all-around job for the Jaguars this year. And, when your 6 hitters got 4 home runs already on the season, it's just, again, it talks about their lineup, how the potential that's there.
So Slay got herself out of a couple runners on early on, misses with that first pitch out. Oh, it's called a strike. Okay. All right. So Slay works ahead. Sprinkle's starting to fall a little bit more right now, so gotta keep this game moving, I guess. That's in the dirt. And our lightning detectors from the softball complex are going off again, but it does not appear there's anything out there right now. We'll see what they're picking up some sort of heat signature somewhere.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1 to Weibel. Right at the knees for strike 2.
Okay.
And Weibel swinging a miss for strike 3, and Slay working all edges of the zone here to start this one.
Slay kind of, like I say, throwing it all around. A little bit of different change of speeds there. Kind of got the Jaguar batters a little bit off balance right at the moment.
Emmy Ott, sophomore catcher. She's got a couple home runs on the year. Batting .308. Watches that first pitch low and away. Younger sister of Maddie. Couple good years of softball left out of her. And here's the 1-0. Ott liked the pitch initially and then backed off at a little off speed.
Yeah.
As Slay took a little something off that pitch, and it's 1-1. Ott over to second, fielded cleanly by Sweet, who tosses it over to Gander. And a couple quick at-bats here for the Jaguars.
So the 4-3 put out in the second out of the inning.
Jags don't have a hit yet through 5 outs, which is very rare. As
Designated player, number
Addie
16,
Frederick.
Addie Frederick.
She'll be hitting as a DP today. Frederick batting .556 on the season for the Jaguars. The lefty gets around on that one and putting a lot of pressure on Sweet today, and she's risen to the occasion every time. And we head to the top of the third. Still scoreless here as the sprinkles start to fall on the north side of Ankeny.
We're still scoreless here.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Back here to start the top of the third, Addie Peters, the catcher, will lead things off as Linn-Mar playing very strong defensive softball early on in this one. See if now the rain's starting to fall quite a bit heavier. We'll see if we can keep things blocked off or not.
Yeah, we knew the forecast.
Yeah, we're going to pull it up right now and see what we got coming.
Calling for rain a lot today, but we were hoping we had a little window here to try to get a game in.
Giving it a valiant effort. First pitch from Spiegel is a ball. Okay.
Must be upstairs just a hair because that looked pretty good.
There's not much on the radar right now. If we can keep the field in good playable shape through this, that's now a strike.
Yeah. That one was down just a little bit more in the zone. That was definitely in the zone.
So 1-1 the count to Peters right now from Spiegel. Ball popped up and right back to Ott. Didn't even have to move from her catcher spot off the net. This is one of those, if you can get under one right now and get those outfielders looking up into some sprinkles, you could have a chance to get a cheap base.
You definitely could.
Here's the 1-2. Just upstairs for Spiegel. Ott is set up way outside, and that's where Spiegel misses. And it's full. Back to the top of the order next for Linn-Mar with Johnson, Gander, and Coatney as well.
You'd like to get this out here. You don't want to get your 9-batter on the bag and let the top of the order do their thing.
Peters fights her off. As we'll play through this type of sprinkle. As long as that field stays in good shape. Full count pitch, and Spiegel misses that one low, and the number 9 batter leads off the inning with a walk.
Peters with the walk.
Back to the top of the order with
Johnson.
Johnson struck out looking in her first at bat.
Yeah.
Umpires want to talk about something right now, something to Spiegel about her delivery. I'm not sure what if she's getting up there and pitching too quick or what. I'm not sure. But
I don't know. I didn't see much of a demonstrative type of thing. Maybe it was just side conversation while the coach was going through their lineup guard with the home plate umpire.
Don't see if Spiegel does have a towel, it looks like. Yes, she does. Bunch shown. Ott stops it. Spiegel trying to find that zone right now. Mahoney in with our first Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. She's running over at first after Peters drew the leadoff walk. Swung back to Spiegel, throws over to second, gets the out there, but Faber's throw to first, not in time, but Jags got out of that what they wanted to. It was a little discussion after that first time of the bunt went back to the pitcher.
Yeah, that time they were ready to try to get the lead runner, whereas last time it didn't seem like they were quite in that position. But you got to come to expect it there.
Gander back up. She flew out to short. Faber tries to get the double play and actually running into it hard. Johnson handled that about as well as you could because she almost jarred that ball loose from Faber as Faber was trying to make the exchange.
Right.
Gander first. 2 outs.
Saw Faber hold on to that though, and now the Jags in a good situation.
I thought maybe she was going to flip the star and try to do a more traditional double play.
Strike there from Spiegel as Coatney steps up. Coatney's first at bat, she struck out as well.
Yep.
3 of those so far on the day for Spiegel. And just like that, the low pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2 to Coatney. Coatney, the leading hitter, batting .571. Also has a couple home runs.
Definitely
Pitch just misses low.
Yeah, a little bit low. Yeah, Coatney definitely has some power, and that's why she's in the 3-hole there. Plus her average, you can tell that kind of across the board. Just when you look at Linn-Mar, not a lot of home runs this year, but definitely have put a lot of hits out there.
Well, and if you've ever been to that Linn-Mar field, that is a deep porch as Coatney gets a hold of that one, and that is out of here. Coatney with her 3rd home run of the year on the 1-2 pitch, and Linn-Mar has taken a 2-0 lead.
And the Lions score first, lead 2-0.
So Coatney, no doubter, she ripped that one to left center field, and all Hatfield could do was watch. Jags find themselves in unfamiliar territory being behind this year.
Yeah, that's a little different look for them. And like we were just saying, there's a reason Coatney's in that 3 spot, and her average on top of it proves it with a little bit of power, and all of a sudden you put a pitch in the wrong spot, and she made him pay.
So Cassidy steps up to the plate now. She walked in her first appearance today. Fouls that one off the handle. Try to check her swing and try to move that handle out of the way. You don't think about that very often.
No, it's amazing how many times a ball finds that bat on a check swing like that.
Big swing there from Cassidy. Big swing. So Coatney gets some revenge for her first strikeout in the first with a big home run there in the top of the 3rd. And there's the 4th strikeout of the day for Spiegel.
4th of the game.
So the Jags will try to get a couple back here as we head to the bottom of the 3rd on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
Bottom of the 3rd. Come on.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Cam Starr, the number 9 batter for the Jags, set to lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd as Linn-Mar draws first blood with a home run from Hayden Coatney there in the top of the third. Jags have been held hitless so far, which that doesn't happen either.
Yeah, a little unusual, the slow start with the Jaguars on the bats, and kind of you get these days like this though. You know that can happen. You can't find that groove right away, and you get in delay, and you come out of it slow, and you still haven't found that groove. But they need to start focusing here and pick it up a little bit.
So Starr will try to lead things off. Big swing there on the off-speed pitch from Slay. Haven't seen a whole lot of off-speeds from Slay, but when they come, they have surprised the Jags so far.
Yeah, they've definitely been out in front of it.
And that pitch is in the dirt to even things up, and Jerry Bohe's letting Slay know something.
I think he's just checking she's okay with the ball. When you get a little wet ground like that and you throw one in the dirt, all of a sudden you got a wet, dirty ball on top of it.
That pitch is in the dirt as well, and now she wants a new ball. I think old Jerry got in her head a little bit. 2-1 the count to Starr. That's in the dirt as well. So 3 straight pitches in the dirt from Slay after the leadoff strike, and she wants a different ball again.
Yeah, you get days like this. Pitches it can start to become a mental thing. All of a sudden, the ball feels slightly different, even though it still has the grip. But even though that different feel, sometimes mentally it's hard to keep throwing the ball like you typically do.
That rain continues to fall as that pitch on the inside corner to Starr makes it full. Full count delivery. And Starr draws the leadoff walk on the inside pitch.
Turns over the lineup. Back to the top.
Exactly what the Jags wanted here
Yeah.
as Corey Linscomb steps up to the plate as the leadoff batter, and she's not going to be sacrificing anything right now. Corey's going to be swinging away.
No, we were just talking about that with Linn-Mar last inning. You get your 9-batter on, you turn the order over, and all of a sudden, you're in business.
Linscomb with 7 home runs on the year and hits that one to the fence, and it's going to be caught by Coatney. Got a excited roar from the Jags on contact, but just like that, you're looking at the number 2 batter with Starr still at first.
She got a decent piece of it, but it just didn't quite come off the bat with the same pop that we've seen her do a number of times over the last year or two.
Coatney read that very well as pitch upstairs to Faber. A little topspin on that too from that swing.
Yeah, it did. It looked like
heading down. I think our rain path has shifted a little bit. It's starting to come blowing at us in the press box as Faber fouls it off, which also means it's blowing in the face of the hitters.
Right. Makes it tougher to see the ball as it comes in. You catch a stray raindrop.
1-1 the count right now to Faber with Starr over on first after the leadoff walk. Starr takes that very aggressive lead off first on the pitch. Still falling outside as Slay continues to trade in for dry ball.
Yep, Peters behind the plate there, just kind of taking a look over at first base on each pitch because Starr's she's getting herself out there a little ways.
Faber gets a hold of that one all the way back, and that is gone. Ava Faber ties this up with a shot into Delaney Cove.
Faber once again showing how she's earned her spot up there in the number 2 hole for the Jaguars. What a shot. Tie it all up.
That was a no-doubter as Faber accelerates through the zone and gets all of it right in that sweet spot on those composite bats.
We've got a ball game here, softball fans.
Just like that, we've already hinted on a couple times, but man, you get that 9-batter on the bag and no outs. It's amazing how many times you can turn that into runs when you turn your top of your order over. And especially with the Jaguars, with the potential that they have on their bats from, up and down the lineup.
Faber with her 3rd home run of the season, and that'll bring up Jordan Kennedy. You get to this part of and if you start getting power hitting out of your number 2 batter in this lineup, that just your top 6 batters right now all have the capabilities of going yard.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Andy. It's just when they moved Lincecum from 5 to 1, and then putting Faber in there, it's a tough start, tough half of the lineup there.
Well, and just like that, it's 3-0 to Kennedy, and we've seen a lot of pitchers try to throw around Jordan Kennedy. She's been walked 13 times now in the season, 12 times coming into this game, and walked in her first appearance today, as well as the rain falling a little harder now.
Coming into our window up here, like you said, a little bit more.
Try to keep our equipment dry as all our camera workers outside seem to be content with the cameras, and that pitch called a strike in the river on a 3-0.
Okay.
Kennedy wouldn't swing at that at any count.
No. Jordan's not swinging at that one.
3-1 pitch to Kennedy. And after that last pitch, she had to reach for it. And just like that, the count's full.
Yep. She did. She went outside of her typical sweet spot, we'll call it. But we've seen her become a lot better at driving that pitch outside to the opposite field this year, and even late last year. We've seen a lot of change in hers.
Well, Kennedy hits that ball all the way to the road on State Street and gives the Jaguars a 3-2 lead. You don't have to worry about going opposite field when they hang it right out over the plate.
No, that one, that was a mistake there by Jillian. And Kennedy, when we know, we saw her do that the other night, I think against Valley, she hit a moonshot like that. And that ball was as high as it was far. It was no doubt again.
Not even really into the power alley, just straight away left field. And
yeah.
A bomb from Kennedy, which over the last 5 years we've seen at a record pace. She's the all-time home run leader for these Jaguars. And that brings up Maddie Ott, who's right behind her. Home runs.
Yeah. It's an internal contest right now. It's amazing when you have that type of power up and down your lineup. And
those two great friends have played on the same teams together since they were 6. And the count's 2-0 to Ott. Senior heavy team for the Jags, but also a lot of talent waiting in the wings. Ott might have just made that 3 in a row, and she did. Jags go back to back to back with Faber, Kennedy, and Ott. The seniors have just opened this one up and made it 4-2. We've seen 3 in a row before, but not from those 3 players.
No, we have not seen that. We saw, it was Kennedy, Ott, and Lincecum there last year did that a couple times. I think we saw that twice. And I was kind of talking earlier, you get in those rain delays, and sometimes you lose a groove, but then all of a sudden you find one, somebody gets in a groove, and it just starts kind of milking its way through the team, and all of a sudden you see 3 in a row there by the Jaguars. Just incredible.
So Slay gets the mound visit right now, but that is a huge feat. And now you're looking at the Jags' their leading home run hitter with Miley Hatfield comes up to the plate.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You might just want to cut your losses at this point, let her have the base, and take your chances with the bottom half of the order.
We start talking bowling terms, a 4-bagger, potentially.
See what they elect to do right now with Hatfield. Hatfield will head to South Dakota State to play her softball in the fall. First year with the Jags school program. She's been a club player up till this point, and boy, has she been a welcome sight. The first pitch of the year hit it out of the park for the Jags. Not the first at-bat of the year, the very first pitch of the year. And watches that pitch down in the zone. Looks like that might have been the conversations. Hey, let's keep these pitches down.
Yeah. At the beginning of the game, she was working way up. And then all of a sudden they fell down in the zone a little bit. And Jaguars just took advantage there. here in the last several at-bats.
That pitch is low and inside to Hatfield. Jags feeling pretty good at the moment. We saw how those bats came alive, though, for Linn-Mar here in the last half inning. Hatfield checks her swing, and they're going to appeal down, and they say she did not go, so that makes a 3-0 count.
Yeah, it looked like she held it. She got close, but I think she checked it enough.
Sun starting to come out as the rain continues to fall. We've got one of those weird Iowa weather days.
Yeah. Welcome to Iowa. Just wait 5 minutes, the weather changes.
So here's the 3-0 to Hatfield. Upstairs, 4-pitch walk to Miley, and normally you'd be all right with that, but you have Delaney Weibel coming up, and she's got 3 home runs on the season.
Yeah, I'm going to sound like a broken record when you start, but it's become known across the state. There's a lot of firepower up and down the Jaguars lineup.
First pitch there misses from Slay, and she's kind of wondering what else she needs to do right now. That was hanging out right around the zone. I wonder if the Jags might try a hit and run here. That pitch drops into the zone late.
That's where she was working kind of at the beginning of the game, and then maybe just slightly above it where she was getting some of those pop-ups on the Jaguars, and then when she missed that spot by about a softball low, that's where the Jaguars took advantage here in the last few at-bats.
There it is, hit and run as the runner went. They try to turn 2, and out at first is Hatfield. Out at second, excuse me.
Hatfield out at second on the field of choice.
Jags were trying to set up that hit and run, and just a little bit too much, a little too fat on that contact from Weibel. Ott steps up to the plate, grounded out to Sweet over there at second in her first at-bat of the day. And the count's 0-1. Way upstairs that time to Emmy. Emmy became part of a trivia answer earlier this season when her and her sister Maddie both went yard in the same game. We had just said about, a few hours beforehand that they will probably end up doing that at some point this year, and sure enough, they did the very next game. So
they did.
A couple power hitters. I've been told that their old man Keith had a pretty strong bat back in the day, playing some slow pitch. So
yeah,
had an opportunity to work with them quite a bit, I'm sure. Although we all know it all comes from Kelly, the athleticism. 2-2 the count right now to Emmy.
We won't tell him that. We'll just let him think that it all came from him.
Keith, the pride of Jackson Junction, Iowa. Actually, he might be a Lawler guy. I just know he's a Turkey Valley guy. Emmy foul tips that back into the mid, but the Jags with back-to-back-to-back jacks here in the bottom of the third take the 4-2 lead, and we will head to the top of the fourth after this on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
In the inning, but the Jaguars strike back with
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
Jags back at it on the defensive end. They got to go through the 5, 6, and 7 batters for Linn-Mar. Linn-Mar with 1 hit so far this morning, and it was a big one as Hayden Coatney went yard for 2 in the top of the third.
Yeah, that was no doubter. It was kind of a line shot left center. by Coatney.
Peyton Spiegel doesn't miss her location very often, but Coatney got all of that one.
Yes.
As Sweet steps up, she had a sacrifice bunt that ended up with her being safe on a fielder's choice look in the first, I guess, be the second inning.
For the Lions, number 2, McKinley Sweet.
And the sun's starting to act like it wants to peek out again.
We got stadium lights on. We got sun trying to peek out. We got raindrops still spitting around.
Experiencing the full gamut this morning. That pitch hacked out into right center field as ball slides away from Ott. It skips through on the wet grass, and a leadoff double for McKinley Sweet.
Good piece of hitting there by McKinley Sweet. Like you say, you get that wet outfield, you get a little bit of more skip on some of those outfield hits, and you got to be paying attention. Then you got to grab a wet ball and be able to throw it back in.
And now Brooklyn Davis steps up to the plate. And Davis fouls that one off into right field. Won the count right now to Davis with a runner on second. That's Sweet. And similar to last night with Cedar Falls, Linn-Mar just not going away. Jags put up plenty of runs last night, but just played pretty well.
Yeah.
But just Tigers wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
Linn-Mar doing the same right now.
I saw that Tigers were putting some runs on the board last night. Linn-Mar has been here in the past, though, when they played the Jaguars tough.
Linn-Mar's played the Jags very tough, yes.
We've seen that over the last couple of years.
As the 1-2. That's a perfect pitch.
Strike 3
from Spiegel.
Hang another K on the board for Spiegel.
Excellent. Just an excellent pitch there on the outside corner. Ott set up there, and like she just painted that right down the corner of the zone and got the call like she should have.
Wind has shifted a little bit. Will be in favor of left-handed hitters now as it's blowing out to right a little bit more. And as I say that, the wind just dies down completely and the flag's hanging there in the outfield. Reagan Borchers had a sack in her first at-bat. Tries that again. A perfect bunt, and it rolls just foul. Caught a little rock on that first baseline.
Yeah.
That ball was looking perfect for Borchers.
That was almost perfect when she laid that down. Just a slow roller, hard to get to.
And a tough angle for the catcher to throw because you're looking right down the backside of the runner as you're trying to throw it to first.
Yeah, got to set your feet and everything for that direction.
There's the 0-2 and another good pitch from Spiegel. Froze Borchers.
Back to back.
Went inside on that one. Previous time she went on the outside corner, and then this time went on the inside on the hands, and again painted that inside corner. That was just a great spot by Spiegel to get the strikeout.
6 of them right now for Spiegel. And misses low. So a leadoff double for Sweet. Spiegel trying to leave her stranded out there. And that catches the outside corner. These red and black uniforms are popping against that darker dirt now with a little bit of rain that's fallen on it.
Yeah. Sure.
2-1 pitch coming from Spiegel. Fouled over to the Linn-Mar dugout.
Heads up. I got everybody's attention over there. On deck batter. Who was that over there? Peters.
Two right now. Spiegel trying to strike out the side. Gets the pop up on the infield. Faber calls everybody off, and nonchalantly makes the play, and the Jags get out of the leadoff double. And they'll go back to work with the bats after they were really hot the last inning here in the bottom of the fourth on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Jillian Slay stays in the circle as the Jags go back to work with Addison Frederick here in the bottom of the fourth. Freddie grounded out to second, her first at bat. Really, though, the last inning got started with a Camp Star walk, and that led to the Jags got the bats going because they were held hitless for 2 innings, which rarely happens.
That's unusual. We don't see that. And like I said, just kind of took 1 or 2 to start it up, and then he just passed the bat, and all of a sudden you had half a dozen batters up there.
Infield in for Freddie. Watches the first pitch cross the outside corner for strike 1. Good spot there for a lefty to try to push that to the opposite side of the field and get those wheels going down the first baseline. See if Slay likes to live out there. That one's in the dirt. So Linn-Mar, pretty standard infield formation right now for a slapper. But Freddie got around on her first contact of the day. She hit it at second.
Yeah.
Counts 2-1 right now to Freddie. And that does catch the outside corner as well. So it's tough on a lefty right now. It's a good spot to hit it to the opposite side of the field, but if you're taking that running start, that pitch outside, and you're trailing it all towards first, makes it really tough to hit. That ball's a little bit low, and the count's full.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that. It gets out there off the end of the bat, and you're trying to go one way, and you got to take your bat the opposite way.
Here's a full count delivery from Slay. And grounded over to short, picked up nicely by Johnston, and Freddie makes it a close play. Johnston did it as perfect as you can, but those wheels heading down to first made it tight. And we head down to our number 9 batter, Star.
On the 6-3 put out for the first out of the inning. Brings up shortstop, number 9.
Yeah, Johnson did a great job there scooping that up because Frederick was hustling down the line.
Yeah, any hesitation whatsoever.
No, yeah, you get a bobble or double clutch on a throw. Frederick was going to be there, but Johnson did a great job just scooping it up in one motion, made the hard throw over to first. Got the out.
First pitch to Star misses somewhere, as Peters wanted to look back and find out where as well. And evens up the count at 1-1 after the foul tip. Nobody on right now for the Jags in the bottom of the fourth. Got to get, I'm not sure, that must have been a little bit outside. Not sure.
It was, from my vantage point, it was just, it's one of those that's hanging right out in the outer edge of the corner of that plate. Umpire didn't see it fit for a strike.
2-2. I'm not sure I'd want to leave that pitch there again right now with 2 strikes.
Got away with one there. That one was a little too much over the center, but it worked out for a foul ball.
So the Jags already over their average of home runs in a game as Starr puts a charge into that one. It's foul. Jags averaging just under 2.5 home runs per game this season, and they've got 3 in this first game of a doubleheader. Again, we will only be carrying the game 1 here today as that pitch drops just late.
That was a good change. Change there by Slay. That, like you say, I think it fell just a hair late.
Peters is set up on the outside half. Starr stays alive into a quality at-bat territory for Starr.
See if Slay doesn't go back in on the hands again. I don't know if she'll do that or stay outside.
Way outside time. Starr draws her second walk of the morning.
Starr battles and earns the base on balls. Turns over the lineup for the right fielder, number 17, Corey Linn-Mar.
It's a way to make a Saturday morning go quick is start off a doubleheader with a rain delay. I just looked down, didn't realize it was 12:45 already.
All of a sudden it's early afternoon. Where's lunch?
A couple pitches have missed outside now for Slay. As Linscomb digs in, wind blowing strong to right field at the moment. That pitch misses outside as well. So Slay trying to find that zone back at the moment. If this wind keeps blowing, we'll dry things out in a hurry.
So say, it's a good little breeze.
And that pitch misses upstairs, I'm guessing, as it looked like that's where Peters tried to frame it back down into the zone.
Linn-Mar fans are getting a little restless on a couple of those.
3-0 pitch. And that misses inside, so a couple walks in a row, and you're back to that part of the order that just went back to back to back with Jackson there last time through.
Yeah, you get yourself in a little dangerous territory here now.
So that'll move Starr to second. Faber's been on base in both of her at-bats. Kennedy's been on base in both of her at-bats today.
Linn-Mar just gonna, I think their infield called their own little personal timeout there just to let their pitcher kind of reset, let Slay reset, because there's a couple close ones there I know definitely I think they all wanted, and maybe gives them a chance to regroup.
So everybody back to their spots. Looks like they're going to keep an infield pretty big right now for Faber. Way outside there.
Right.
It's where the Jags have a chance right now with this look to blow things wide open on the Lions. And there's a strike.
Good pitch there by Slay, right down the outside corner of the plate. I think, that's definitely the spot she's been searching for. She's just been about a softball outside of it here.
Faber gets underneath that one, pops up in the infield, and that's an infield fly if it's fair, but it stays foul. And it is caught, and just like that, chance to get out of a little bit of trouble here for Slay.
Good job there by Slay, getting the pop-up on Faber, because getting that second out without letting runners advance.
So Kennedy steps back up. She's 1 for 1 with a walk and a home run on the day. And that might be 2 home runs, and it is 2 home runs for Jordan Kennedy. This one's going to knock in 3.
Touch 'em all. Second home run of the game.
Just another great and bad by Jordan Kennedy. And she came up there looking that time. I think just now you've seen a pitcher, it's one of those things you see a pitcher a few times, and she came looking for something that was going to be, if there was a mistake, even if it was slightly outside, because I think she was ready to drive one another outside, but that ball came across too much of the center of the plate and took it straight away center.
And now Ott steps up to the plate, and she's got a home run already today. Kennedy with her 8th and 9th blasts of the season today. She's one away from being back in the lead in Class 5A. Trails Sophie Schlater, who has 10. She will not be playing this weekend. So Kennedy with a chance to get back into the lead where she was all season a year ago.
And pumping the average number up, too, at the same time. Walking 2 home runs. That's a pretty good day so far.
Yeah, take it. Out on the 2-0. That catches the outside corner to make it 2-1. 7-2, the Jags have opened up a nice lead here, and they're 3 outs away from making this an official game if any more rain hits. It gets around on that.
This could be 2.
She's going to get 2 out of this with her wheels. Never slowed down, rounding first. She was thinking 2 the entire time, and Maddie Ott with a 2-out double.
Just once it snuck by the third baseman there, just kind of got in that no man's land, and the outfielder has to come 60 feet to try to find that ball. That's a long ways, and Maddie Ott's got good speed. We've talked about her hitting. We've talked about her fielding. She's pretty quick on the bases, too, and she's, and some of that's just heady base running. She sees the situation and reads it right and finds that extra bag every once in a while.
So the Jags continue their pace, and Miley Hatfield might have just gone yard again. No, it came just short down into the glove of Cubbage after a big charge into it. Wow, the Jags have had doubleheaders where they've had 8 home runs, and they're on pace to do it in this one as well. We head to the top of the 5th. Jags in the lead, 7-2 on the Linn-Mar Lions.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
And we're live again. As Addie Peters, the number 9 hitter, she had a walk and then got out later on a fielder's choice. The Jags with some breathing room right now, and first pitch from Spiegel is a strike. Little change up, drops into the dirt to even things up.
All right, now you get this spot in the game. Now the game is technically, well, it's not quite official yet, but you get a little lead here. Now you gotta just make sure you keep the pitching tight. Don't get too crazy.
Ball bounced over, and it's going to go foul as Kennedy gives chase. And count's going to be loaded up to Peters. Just giving our radar a little bit more of a check here as that ball's popped way high and out of play. Say no more rain until after 4 o'clock today. That's the official word.
That's the word.
Sends our big boss man Blake Crookshank into a happy dance. As that pitch just misses upstairs and leadoff walk for Peters. Second time today she's done that.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple innings ago. Number 9 batter finds a way on. You turn the order over, and you know, you gotta be paying attention here. All things are on, no outs, runner on first. Being down 5, probably gonna be more hitting rather than sacrificing going on at this point in time.
Yeah, right now your outs are pretty valuable at the moment.
You gotta start producing runs.
Back to the top of the order with Johnson. First pitch misses outside. The count with a runner on first. That's Mahoney. Pitch over a double play ball as Kennedy snags it out of the air. Makes the play, and that's a good way to take care of that leadoff runner. Not much that Mahoney could do about that over at first.
Yeah, that's just a tough thing to do. You're taught to freeze on a line drive, but when you see a ball hit like that hard, you're always wanting to run. You're thinking, run. I'm gonna get 2 bags out of this. And Kennedy snags it, and all of a sudden you get doubled up, and just kind of an momentum inning killer.
Off-speed pitch drops into the zone as Spiegel works ahead. Jags in this season right now for the long haul, even though sitting right now at 15-1. Ooh, as that ball just misses the noggin of Gander.
Little inside.
Gander, another one of those sophomores playing for the Lions. Not sure what we just got from our umpire there, but
I didn't ever see anything like that before.
And that pitch is called a strike on the outside.
I mean, I'm not going to speak for him, but I think he felt like he missed the previous one and kind of just reversed the calls there is what he did. You're not supposed to do that, I know, but.
2-2-2. Swing and a miss as Gander goes down. Strikeout number 7.
Another K on the board for Spiegel. 7 in the
Jags will go to work in the 5th after this on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Pitching change made for Linn-Mar is Carly Voorhees. And I'm assuming that Slay has gone over to first, but I've not seen. No, she's not. I don't see Slay in there at all, so.
Leading off, home half the 5th for the Jaguars. First base, number 20.
I don't see Slay out
I
there.
don't see Slay out on the field at all, so. Trying to pull some numbers on Voorhees before she goes up against Delaney Weibel.
Voorhees has got just 6 innings pitched on the year, it looks like. So she hasn't been out there as much as Slay and Gander.
Jags need 3 to put an early bow on this one. I say early. We had a 59-minute weather delay earlier as well. So actually, overall time we've played is not that much so far. As Weibel in off the hands, a hard one to handle, though. That slow roller, Johnson, though, picks it up and makes it.
She did a good job of scooping that up. It actually almost rolled up into her wrist there for a second, but she held on to it and made a good play over at first.
Lauren Bartine going to get a
now batting for the Jaguars.
Pinch hit.
Number 23, Lauren Bartine.
Yeah, she steps up with nobody on. Bartine batting .231, gets underneath that one, and Gander makes the play in foul territory, and just like that, a couple quick outs.
Flies out to Gander in foul territory for the second out of the inning. Brings up designated player number 16, Addie Frederick.
Yeah, you come in, like I said, 6 innings pitched on the year, but came in and effectively doing her job here on the first couple batters.
Frederick steps up. Frederick, line shot right over there to Johnson again, who makes the play in a real quick inning against the arm of Carly Voorhees. We head to the 6th after this on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
Top of the 6th.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
Lila Hepner, new pitcher for the Jaguars. Gets a spinning ground ball. As Starr going to have to make the play across and does, and they're called safe over at first.
Cody called safe at first base.
No way to appeal that one either. But
nope.
Brings up number 17, Annie Cassidy.
So we move on to Cassidy, infield hit from Coatney.
Good pitch. Just got to work on your defense some more. That's what you get out of that. Just get some more reps.
Hepner, a sophomore who is pitched in 4 innings, not giving up a base runner yet this year. That was the first one. Yeah, new catcher in there as well for the Jaguars, Abby Lathrop. Looks like everywhere else around the infield's the same. Big swing and a miss there, and Hepner gets her first strikeout of the day.
Nice movement on that pitch there. I like that speed and the movement. Kind of fooled the batter with a late swing there.
So Hepner, part of that deep pitching staff for the Jaguars this year, gets a pop fly up there. Kennedy comes over, finds a fence, and just out of play. I think it did catch a camera that was up against the fence. That'll do some damage to one of those nice lenses. So Hepner, part of that deep pitching staff for the Jaguars. 5 pitchers this year have seen action as Hepner gets another strike. Hepner, Spiegel, who we saw earlier, Miley Hatfield, Linscomb, Ashley Sterling, and, of course, Lauren Sandholm. Another pop-up to the exact same spot, and that does get out of play.
Just got out of play. Is it gonna hang up in the net?
Looks like we got it to stop up there.
Okay.
It's one that Blake Cruikshank will have to go fetch after later. And there's a punch out for Hepner.
Nice. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Hepner and the second out of the inning.
And it'll bring up Brooklyn Davis, who is 0 for 2 on the day. A little off speed from Hepner to start things off there. Misses upstairs. That ball popped up on the infield. Can Lathrop make a play? Can't quite do it. I'm not sure. It might have caught the net before it got to her. I think it did. I don't think it would have counted as an out anyway, even if she would have held on to it.
Skimmed the net on the halfway down there.
So 1-1 to Davis. Ball hacked out into right field, and underneath it to make the play is Linscomb. And the Jaguars will go back to work on the bats with Starr, Linscomb, and Faber. Here's we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Cam Starr, who's got a couple walks and scored a couple runs today for the Jaguars, will lead things off from her 9-hole spot.
Shortstop, number 9, Cammy Starr.
Jags have 7 runs off 5 hits, and that helps a lot when 4 of those are home runs.
Yeah, they start adding up quick when you start knocking it over the fence.
Ooh, that didn't hit Starr. I thought it did initially, but just a pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, just came up quick off the glove, I think, there, and got away.
Carly Voorhees, the pitcher in there for the Lions right now. And pitch catches the outside corner to Starr. Jags with back-to-back-to-back home runs in the 3rd. Added a 3-run blast from Kennedy, her 2nd of the day in the 4th. And they add to their state-leading home run pace right now as that ball hacked over to 3rd at Cassidy for out number 1.
Yeah, 4 home runs today. That'll put them at 41 right now.
Here's one of the players that doesn't have a home run today, and that's Corey Linscomb, and she would like to get in on that. She led the Jags in home runs hit coming into this game with 7. And she does not have one at the moment.
She could easily change that.
First pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Linscomb batting .562 on the year and 0 for 2 on the day, so she would like to right that ship. And ball knocks her down,
You get her?
and it hit her. So she will remain at 0 for 2 on the day.
I thought maybe she had danced out of the way.
She wanted to stay in there.
Yes, she did. She did.
And she'll get a courtesy runner for her over at first. Lexi Adams.
Courtesy runner first for Lincecum. Number 3, Lexi Adams. At the plate for the Jags. Second base, number 22, Ava Faber.
So Faber, who had a home run, is part of the hit parade for the Jaguars in the third. Steps back up. She's 1 for 2 on the day. As that pitch comes way outside, and the sun is making it feel like a June Saturday morning right now out here on the north side of Ankeny.
Now we're going to get a little humidity after the moisture earlier.
Jaguars can be off for a while after this game. In fact, they've got all next week off. I should say off from home games. So they'll be off all next week till they return home on the 22nd for a date with number 4 Southeast Polk. So you'll want to get that on your calendar.
Be a good one to watch. Some quality competition again here in the CIML again this year, as it's been for the last several years.
Faber watches that 2-0 pitch right at the knees. 2-1 now, and it is still flag barely moving. As Faber awaits the pitch, and that's called a strike, and she will stick around for one more.
Get the mixed reactions from the crowd on that one sometimes. Oh, come on, and oh my gosh.
Faber goes opposite field with that one. She's just still going to have to hustle to first, and she does as she drew the throw, but Faber
sting one to right field.
Good piece of hitting there by Faber. Just staying with it, driving it out to right field there.
1 out.
Nice part here is there's no open base to send Jordan Kennedy to with her 2 home runs on the day as another courtesy runner comes in for the Jags. And
yeah, you're not going to load the bases just to get the Matty out.
It's number 8 for the Jags, and I don't know. Oh, that's Bradlyn Verco.
Courtesy runner first. Number 8, Bradlyn Verco. At the plate, third base, number 25.
So runners in the corners for the Jags. You might just want to keep that. Oh, it's 18. Okay, we got a different Lydia Lacey in there ever at first, not 8.
Correction.
There we go.
Courtesy runner first. Number 18, Lydia Lacey.
There we go. That one was blocked by us pretty well there. It's the 1-0 pitch to Kennedy. This is just an absolutely great situation for the Jags. Kennedy is going to end the game on a blast to center field, and that is the run rule as Jordan Kennedy hits her 3rd home run of the game.
It's just amazing to sit there and watch, but she does it again, clears the bases, and walks it off for the Jaguars.
Just like that.
And that's going to do it. That is a run rule as the Jaguars will take about a half-hour break. We're going to call it here today. There will be no second game after the long delay, so apologize for that. But the Jaguars will be playing again here in about a half hour. So Jaguars move to 16-1 and will retain their number 2 ranking and their state home run leading total right now
42.
as well. And after experiencing a little adversity with one of the few times that they've trailed this year, Jaguar bats came alive.
Yeah, that was. I think that was a good thing. It's something, we used to being out in front and working with the lead, but what happens when we get a little adversity and we get down a couple runs? And Jaguars answered that question pretty soundly today and came back and run ruled the Lions.
So the Jaguars take the win, take game 1 from Linn-Mar, and we'll play again here in a half hour. Again, we won't stay on the air for that after the long delay this morning, as I've got to get to some kids stuff. But normally after this, we'd say we'll go celebrate at the Cabaret, but that's going to have to wait till Monday. So hope everybody has a good weekend, and we'll see you next time here on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life. It's the Carl way.